The treatment here has been amazing for me. I had ups and downs, but overall, it's been going really, really well for me. I feel like this KetaMind Clinic has been changing my life. I work on the side with a therapist and with the infusions and with the therapist working together, I'm able to cover so much ground. This is a treatment that's 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10, and it's been extremely positive. And it was meant to be after many, many years.
Let me start by asking you, how did you hear about KetaMind?
I heard about Ketamine from my psychologist.
Okay, and
he told me about it.
And you and your psychologist discussed the treatment before you came? Before making the appointment?
No, he said, well, what happened was my psychologist said, I have a good friend, Dr. Simon, who runs some type of psychedelic treatment in the US, and he might have something here, and that I heard really, really good things about it, and that might be a really good option for you.
Okay. And how long have you been dealing with mental health issues?
Many years.
Many years, okay. And you've tried various treatments, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you came here, did you have any particular apprehensions or any fears about coming to the clinic? Was there anything that you were particularly concerned about?
No.
And when you got here, did the staff do what they needed to do in order to make you feel reassured, make you feel like you were in good hands?
Yeah, when I first came in here, I just felt like I was in a really, really professional setting.
And how was that? Is there something particular that you can point your finger to as to how that was?
Yeah, well, when I first came in, they asked me how I was doing. They took initial, asked me very, very specific questions, general questions about the past treatments that I've taken and what helped, what didn't help, how am I feeling now, all the questions that would make, to determine to make the best treatment possible.
Okay. And when you made an appointment, when they agreed to see you to be seen for the treatment, did you get a pretty prompt appointment?
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks.
Okay. Now, when you finally came for the appointment, was there? Tell me a little bit about the experience itself. Was it convenient for you to get here? Did you have to bring somebody along with you?
Yeah, I mean, it's about an hour from the central part of Israel. It's in Ra'anana, so if you're in Tel Aviv, it's nearby. From Jerusalem or Beit Shemesh, it's about an hour. So it was fine. The time in the evening is exactly right after rush hour, so it's really perfect. I get here within 45 minutes to an hour. It's a great idea. I've been coming here alone by taxi, or you can come here by public transportation, but I highly, highly recommend to come with somebody. I've done both, and it's so much more enjoyable to come here with somebody that's really close to you. A close family member or a really close friend that you're really open with and don't mind him or her knowing where you're going and being a little open about that.
You've had a series of treatments, and how have you seen the difference in terms of your daily life?
So how are these treatments been for me? So the last 6 treatments have been really, really good. At the beginning it was really good, and the first few treatments were really, really good.
In what way?
So after the treatment is exactly when it all starts. So the treatment has to go well, and then afterwards, post-treatment at home, I feel like my brain is actually healing itself, which is really unbelievable. I've never felt like this before. I thought this is something that would never ever happen. You feel sharper. You feel like you can really, really think well. You have less inflammation in your body if you suffer from that.
Now, let me ask you two things. One is, have you ever felt anything like this? Not the actual treatment itself, but the post-treatment experience. Have you felt anything like this before, during the times you've been treated or haven't been treated in the years past?
Never. I never felt so good before in my life. Post-treatment, any treatment. All my thoughts started to be positive thoughts. There was no cloudiness in my brain. I was able to see all my goals and want to accomplish more than ever than before.
And the effect comes and goes to some extent, doesn't it?
The effect comes and goes. For me, it was really positive until certain things, like I think it just weird out kind of. And if you have food sensitivity, that can also take you out of that good energy that you're in.
Overall, would you rate this as a positive experience? Do you foresee continuing in one way or another to have this as part of your treatment regimen, as part of your life?
Definitely. I would cut out any other thing I've been trying to do for myself, or continue those things but not depend on those. I would continue working with my therapist on the side with certain exercises while taking this treatment until my brain will be able to move along without any of this.